He's back.
The only person you know is Easton Stick.
Easton Stick is great. He's going to stick. No.
All right, Mike. We're getting into the season. It's a little early to be making these types of picks, but your dark horse team for the NFL of who's going to really surprise people this year. We're going to the AFC South. Can you guess what team I'm going to say is going to surprise people out of the AFC South?
I am, because you've brought this up several times. You're going to say the Tennessee Titans.
That's right. Your Tennessee Titans, Mike.
I knew
your
this was
Tennessee
coming.
Titans. Now, let me tell you. All right. Even if you're not sold on Will Levis, you didn't have to be sold on Brock Purdy. Look at the guys around him. All right? Calvin Ridley now joins. You have Hopkins, DeAndre Hopkins, number 2 wide receiver. After that, Tony Pollard coming over from the Cowboys. Number 3, you now have ex-Bengal Tyler Boyd. You know, talk about like a week-by-week fantasy football pick. I can't believe I'm saying that, but anyways, that's your number 3 wide receiver option. I mean, the offense looks stacked. Yeah, they lost Derrick Henry, but I think they're a better team overall. They also picked up the likes of Ladarius Sneed. What don't you like about this Tennessee Titans football team?
I think comparing them to the 49ers is a little bit of a stretch, Dirk. I'm just saying you don't necessarily need a top quarterback in order to win. There is some talent there, but you're also parting with talent in the way of Henry. I know he's getting older, but I would say that they have a potential to overperform. You were correct. I'm not going to go and say that they are like a real contender, but they will be an interesting team to watch. Could see it happen. Not hating it. It's actually not that bad of a pick for a sleeper team.
Then who's your sleeper team, Mike?
I'll give you a sleeper team that I think could be better than what people think. I'm not going to say they're going to be a good team, but I think the Los Angeles Chargers could be better than where people have them pegged. I think they have potential. Again, they have historically found ways to lose impossible games. They just find ways to do this. And then every 5th year it corrects and they end up winning like 11 or 12 games. I just have a feeling they could be a team that wins 9 or 10 games this year. I'm not saying again that they're going to be world beaters. I could see the Chargers being okay. Yeah, I know you hate the Chargers.
All right, first of all, that's not even a sleeper pick. Vegas has them listed as number 2 in the AFC West, right? And then, I would take the Raiders, man. I think the Raiders are going to be at least second in that division. I even think the Raiders might be competing. As long as they don't get rid of Adams, they might be competing against the Chiefs this year for the division title. Last year, I mean, how fallible did the Chiefs look by the end of the season?
Well, they won the Super Bowl at the end of the season.
No, but regular season play, they just kind of went off the cliff.
They did.
Man.
I mean, we remember the Christmas game against the Raiders. It was odd. I still am shocked that the Chiefs actually won the Super Bowl last year. But at the same time...
Name a wide receiver on the Chargers.
At the same time...
Name a wide receiver. Can you? Who's the running back?
They've got Natron Means. He's back.
The only person you know is Easton Stick.
Easton Stick is great. He's going to stick. No, look, man. I foresee the Chargers and Herbert still overperforming expectations. To your point, some people have the Chargers ranked as the number 2 team by default in the AFC West.
It's because of how bad it is.
Here's the deal. I think the Chiefs might still be by default the AFC Super Bowl pick. I mean, it's a strange thing, but I guess you could look at Baltimore, you could look at Houston, but there really aren't a whole lot of teams that you would say have taken a great step forward. Maybe it's one of those weird years where Buffalo, you think that they've taken steps backwards, you think that the cap has handicapped them, and they end up actually being better than they've been. But I don't know. I don't see anyone taking Kansas City off the mountaintop.
All right, if they win this year, that'll be what, the 9th straight year that the Chiefs win? They've won since the Peyton Manning era.
Pretty preposterous.
Year over year.
Yeah.
What does that tell you about how bad the AFC West is? Now,
it's been bad.
We put out hate on the Broncos all the time, and I'm sure you hate me doing that. But I mean, how bad has the AFC West been? They went from being the best team or the best conference 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's been bad. I do believe the Chargers got one division title in there, though. Did they not?
No,
No,
it's
they
been
didn't.
Kansas City the whole way.
I guess you're right. Yeah, I'm thinking of the year the Chargers won like 12 games, but you're right. They went on the road to
It's
Baltimore.
like Kansas City's been the AFC West
Yeah.
champ since Trump was in office.
Since
Obama was in office.
Yeah, I think since Obama was in office, actually. Yes, 2016. Literally, the Chiefs have been there since then. You're right. It is the Chiefs since then. I just tried to repress it all. Not even Phillip Rivers could unseat this. I don't know. I don't see it changing, Derek. I don't see anyone knocking them off the top this year.
Will Levis.
The Titans have relocated to the AFC West.
Will Levis will be he'll be a top 10 quarterback.
He'll be traded at the trade deadline